Hello, dear Pisces. Welcome to your love reading. Thank you for waiting for this. It's mid-April. It's actually the 16th today when we're doing this on the new moon in Taurus. And I do apologize, but many of you know that I had lost my voice and I wasn't able to speak much. So let's see what's going on in your love life, dear Pisces. You know, it's a rainy day today. It was raining before. But I was just doing the Cancer reading. It started off as, okay, I didn't need to turn on the light because it's still afternoon. It's 4:22 p.m. in the afternoon, right, in Greece. So it should still be daylight, but it got really dark in the Cancer reading. So I had to turn the light on. And it was just a very significant reading for someone. It was a message for someone, nevertheless. I don't know if you need to check it out, but it was a very strong message. And now that I've finished up with Cancer, and I thought, let me see if I turn off the light, will it be okay? And there's day now. Now we're in daytime, but that Cancer reading was just unbelievable. Hopefully it will be enough. We'll have enough light to finish your reading. So half hour. Let's see what's going on for Pisces and in love. Whenever you view this message, it should be significant for you personally. Remember, these are general. Let's go, Pisces. Let's see what's going on. We'll be taking the dice to see which signs you're connecting with. We're taking the Tangled Love, Mystic Moon Oracles, the little Greek love oracle here. We're taking the Twin Flame Messages by Mystic Moon, some time cards, and a message from Spirit. Let's see. What is it that you need to know? You've got the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is Taurus, and we're in the Taurus new moon. It's the Taurus season as well, and the Hierophant can speak to marriage, can speak to a Taurus individual, Taurian individual. I usually tend to notice in this card the two keys. The two keys that are down the bottom. It's like having second chances at a marriage, at a commitment. Doesn't have to be a contract. I don't know if you're dealing with someone that holds very strong beliefs. You come from different religion. The keys many times do signify Chiron for me. So an open wound, it could be connected to the family or childhood. The wound could also be a possible separation. Let's not cross that out. And remember that Uranus has been transiting through Taurus. If you're dealing with a Taurus individual, you're in good sync, Pisces, Taurus. Uranus has challenged Taurus, you know, or those areas of your chart for the past 7 years, and now Uranus has entered Gemini. So I'm wondering what's going on if you're dealing with a Taurian individual, or look to the Taurus part of your chart. That's where all the changes happened. Some of you are looking for advice. You could be connecting with someone on a spiritual level. We know that the Hierophant could be a teacher as well. Significant. Maybe it is talking about this new moon in Taurus, that because it seems to be a positive compared to the lunations we've had for the past few months. This is the best. But this new moon is also taking place on Algol, the Gorgon head, Medusa, who holds a head of snakes. But it's about overcoming your fears, okay? And okay, the two keys could be second chances, could be another house, another relationship. Let's see what's going on. This is supposed to be facing me, your little, where'd it go? Here it is. Your little symbol, Pisces. What's going on for love in Pisces? They do hold the North Node, which is very significant. 7 of Wands in the now. I want to look at the bigger picture, dear Pisces. Let's see what your challenge is. The Devil. The devil and the Hierophant for me very similar, and also the whatchamacallit, the Emperor. This is someone that's out of bounds. They could be in another marriage. This is someone that I'm getting another message. This is like someone that's in a marriage that is tempted. This is temptation. And you know, I hardly ever use the word temptation for the devil. I'm actually using the word temptation in your case here because of the Seven of Wands. You see, it's like, don't tempt me. This is erotic. This is sexual. Don't tempt me. I'm in a commitment. Or this is against my beliefs. I will never step out of my marriage. I come from a traditional family, blah, blah, blah. This is a no-no for me. But this is also a very karmic card. And it's a card of infidelity and addictions. Possibly also sexual addictions, I'm going to say. Let's see. What's crowning? Have you got a Capricorn around you? We've got Six of Wands. I get some admiration of someone that is out of your league. What I mean by out of your league, you shouldn't even be looking at them. They're happily married. They come from a different... they've got a totally different life to what you do. Because we've got the Six of Wands, Seven of Wands, and Capricorn is career. It's someone that holds the CEO position, managerial positions, their own businesses. Someone that's successful and well-known. What's at the bottom? We've got the Knight of Swords. Lots of communications. I don't know if this is Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra for you, but it's not one of my favorite cards, okay? It's a challenging card. It's challenging communication. It's needing to clear the air. It's getting upset. It's having fights, arguments, conflicts, legalities, all these things. Is the Knight of Swords. Let's see what comes through after. Because so far we've got fire. We do have some earth, but we've got earth, the major arcana. We've got fire and air. The recent past, Seven of Cups. Illusion, delusion, someone have it going overboard, drinking, addictive behaviors, cycles, fantasies. I mean, the devil could also be, you know, we've got Neptune, Saturn here. I've got this fantasy about this person that's out of my league, or that they're very religious and I want to bring them down, you know. I want them to do what they're not allowed to do. But nevertheless, this is imagination, this is illusion, this is someone who has got addictive behaviors, drinks, too much alcohol. Remember that alcohol that this new moon is on speaks to alcohol. So don't go overboard. And this new moon will be playing out for 6 months now. So keep that in mind, my dear friends. Let's see what the near future holds. This is also someone that is pushing back on something that they shouldn't be doing, that they know. Someone trying to keep away, someone trying to keep... I mean, the devil could speak to any addictive behavior, drugs, alcohol, wow, whatever. This is like someone saying, no, I don't want it, because it feels like there's something very much of a trap here. Someone getting themselves into trouble. This is what I'm getting. But if it's not relative to addictions, substances, the use of, you know, too much substances will be very unhealthy. But then there are consequences, and consequences happening because of that. Let's see what the near future holds. 5 of Cups, you see? That someone does something that they regret. Someone does something that they regret. And it's got a lot to do with an emotional situation, anything to do with the use of substances, treading over the line, whether it's a marriage or someone's beliefs or someone's religion. There are regrets here, deep, deep regrets. What's in the position of you? The 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles is like you protecting your heart. I don't know why. Is it you keeping someone near and dear to your heart that's out of your league, and you shouldn't be even getting yourself into something like that? I don't know. But the 4 of Pentacles is something, it's got something to do with your stability, your home. And this is the miser. This is I don't get enough. What? Are you in another connection where you're not being valued enough, or you don't get to shake it up a bit, you know what I mean? Get a little bit more down and dirty. And this is what you're fantasizing, unless you can flip the story, dear Pisces. This doesn't have to be you. This could be your person. They're not getting it where they're at. And this is what they're fantasizing. Wow. You know, as it got a little bit dark now, and as the moon is coming closer to Algol, it's just bringing up such big, huge messages. It's just incredible for you and Cancer. Let's see what's going on in your surroundings. The sun comes through. Oh, that's beautiful. I love that. Leo comes through. The sun can speak to reconciliation, clarity. There's nothing to fear under the sun. The sun is totally truth, right? The sun is confidence. It's success. It's recognition. It's happiness. Let's see what is in your hopes and fears. 4 of Swords. In your hopes and fears. You know, the 4 of Swords could be someone that is not well and that needs healing, right? Someone that needs to get over some sort of an addiction here. They need healing. Because, of course, the 4 of Swords is someone lying in bed, right? Unless it's the warrior that's exhausted here. He's come from battle and he's exhausted. But he's thinking about, and what's on his mind is those 3 swords, the broken heart. He needs to, when he's ready, get up, take that sword and clear the air. So there's something to do with healing, whether it's emotional, physical, because this reminds me of that 4 of Swords, where someone needs to get up, take action, speak their truth. You could see the light comes from the sword here. You know what? I don't know why I'm getting surgery. Why am I getting surgery with the Knight of Swords? Someone needing healing, they're needing time. Yeah, surgery, I suppose, can come up if someone's been, you know, someone's liver, kidneys have given up on them. Wow. So I get a lot to do with health. But if we're going back to love here, someone needs to heal. Someone needs time. And they're wondering if either you are, you know, if you're over any heartbreak, or if you've been in another situation, stuck in a karmic, narcissistic cycle in your life that you needed to deal with and you needed to release because of the 3 of Cups. Because for some of you, you may have been in a commitment with someone that was stepping out of your commitment. It doesn't mean that you did the dirty, right? And it's gone dark all of a sudden. Let me just turn on that light. And God said, let there be light. So, in your hopes and fears, hoping that If there are third parties, you release them, hoping that someone will take action, because the Four of Swords is I'm at an inaction. I'm not communicating, or I need to heal. There's hopes and there's fears here for sure, because sometimes the Four of Swords could speak to someone having passed and being on the coffin, because the tomb is like a coffin. Knock on wood. What is the possible outcome? Because I'm going to go back to love now in a minute. Three of Pentacles. Collaboration. The first initial step to collaborating. What can I say? Expanding. Working together. Whatever this is. Let's go back to love, shall we? Because again, I'm going to say, this is temptation, 100%. Someone is tempted here. Because where they've been, they have been happy, right? So this is heavy temptation. Someone on the verge of doing the wrong thing and breaking their beliefs, their religion. That's a big deal. Now remember, the sun speaks to confidence, happiness, but the sun can speak to ego, it could speak to the inner child, it could speak to, remember it's Leo, it's flirtation, it's matters pertaining to heart. The sun can also be someone very popular. The Six of Wands is at the top, which Leo does come through. So someone very popular that someone's infatuated with and tempted to do something that they shouldn't do. Could be someone that's got children, right? The sun is the child. It is children. It is someone that's up on stage and they're seen by others. Actors, actresses, people that perform. So someone is so infatuated and so tempted here. Now, I don't know if this has already happened. Maybe it has, and that's where it was hook, line, and sinker. Someone got themselves into a bit of I'm sorry about the alarm that you can hear in the background. It's not something that I can help. Someone got themselves into a bit of a mess here. What's at the foundation? We've got the wheel, fate. Fate, destiny, justice. Page of Wands, Ten of Swords, and the Star. This is the Wheel of Fortune, right? Dear Pisces, this is your ruling planet Jupiter. It can speak to possible separation and divorce, but it speaks to fate and destiny. And there's justice here. So Libra, Jupiter. The two benefics, but also these are legalities. This is legal divorce, because someone took a leap of faith, because someone didn't think and they took the risk, and because this is like the minor of the Fool. It's the Page of Wands. There's excitement, there's passion, there's desire. I'm going to take that risk. I'm going to follow that Ace of Wands, which is what I desire. It's my fire. It's my discovery. I'm discovering myself. And there could also be a big age difference here as well, with the Pages and the Devil. And the Star. Someone that is star-struck. Very popular indeed. That's the story that's coming through. It doesn't have to resonate for everyone every time. But there could be some things that do resonate for you. I will take another few more cards here. Now, if you've been wanting and you've been stuck for a long time, because the Devil could be, it's Capricorn, it's a long time. If you've been stuck and, let's say, limited from this person that you've always fantasized, you've always wanted to be with, again, even reconcile. Some of you are still stuck in the past, but it's interesting that this Five of Cups is not looking to the past. He's looking to the future. That's what's interesting here. So this tells me that those 2 cups are from that are still standing have got to do with someone from your past, I would say. Let's see what's going on for Pisces in love, please, Spirit, in May. A Tower moment. Can you see that? Now you can. A Broken Mirror, which is a death card. It's an ending. And then the clouds. This is worry that goes away. The clear clouds, the white clouds are very good. It's about worry going away, but there's major change, major breakup, major suddenly things happen. And it is the 7 of Cups. It's like a broken illusion. The illusion breaks. Someone sees things for what the reality is. And there's conflict here. 5 of Wands. Let me just jot that down. And this could speak to legalities. See? I'm sorry, Pisces. I just don't see it too, I don't see it too advantageous and too easy in the month of May. Because here it's like, this is the 5 of Swords. It's the Justice card and the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords is at your foundation. It's like this path is closed. You can't go down that path anymore. You got to move forward. Even though there's conflict, 5 of Wands. You could see that the masculine has got regrets because of what they've done to the feminine. She's turned her back to him. And there, possibly with a whip, could be in a legal divorce. Or it's all conflict. She's really upset with him. 5 of Wands. Could be family. Could be just internal conflict. Could be that someone needs to forgive the other person. I don't know if they can. Let's see what the tangled love is. Because there are many, many messages that are coming through. But how much can I say? I've got Aquarius, Scorpio, and Pisces here. We've got Leo, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Taurus, Libra, of course. And yeah, okay. What's going on for Pisces? Coming clean, confessing, opening up, being truthful and raw emotions. I hope that that is the case. And we had another sign that had that. Confession. Virgo. Pisces, you do affiliate with Virgo. You're on the same axis, right? Some sort of an opening up. There's going to be a confession. Someone's going to be very truthful about what their losses, what their issues were about, why they were stuck, why there was ego, how a lot of fated events played out for them. Lots of lessons learned. I'm getting lessons, and I got that also for the previous sign. Which was the previous that I did? Cancer. No, I think it was Scorpio. And Scorpio has come through here with the broken mirror. Childish, immaturity, insecurity, verbal conflicts, victim mentality. That's the shadow side of Pisces, the victim mentality. Unless, because we see childish, the child can be Leo as well. Not all of you are children, dear Pisces, because because we see childish here and the inner child is Leo. So we've got 6 of Wands. We did see the Strength card. So I'm wondering if you're not dealing with a flirtatious Leo. Someone's coming clean. Someone's being truthful and they're speaking their raw emotions about their insecurities, their immaturity, and the victim mentality. So you may be dealing with someone that is a victim themselves, and what they've been put through, they're putting you through. See, that's what's interesting here. The reverse psychology. What's at the bottom? Feeling it again. Real connection, affection, sparks flying. That's wonderful to see. That's nice. Because I'm wondering, if feeling it again, it says, because someone's coming clean. So whatever the addiction, whatever the challenge has been, because this is a card of growth, feeling it again. It's like your partner wants to come back. They want to reconcile. They want to clean up their act. They want to be happy. Let's see what's going on in the psyche of your person. Dark night of the soul. Cancer did get that in the same position. Fears. And summer. This is the promise, dear Pisces. Saved by the bell. Because summer is like the sun card to me. And summer is what? Just around the corner. Especially if you're in the northern hemisphere. This again speaks to Leo. Which can say that someone is getting over their wounds. Getting over their addictions. Getting over their psychological issues. Someone is beheading the Gorgon, which is their childhood wounds. And they're connected with a family. Oh my God, what another reading this was. Communication. It's like, this is like spirit. Spirit is guiding this person that needs help. This is like the Eight of Wands. It's like things are going to start to shift and change. Wow, okay. There is a return here. Someone wants reconciliation. Remember what I said. So I don't know what the addictions were, what your story is, but that's what I've got for you. Let's see what the Justice card, see? Pending legalities. What's going on here? What about the Seven of Wands and the Devil here in the challenge position? The Two of Pentacles, two-timers. Two-timers. Someone two-timing. Or not being certain about the decision that they want to make. Someone very tempted to act. What is the Knight of Swords? The Emperor. Now, themes came up that may be similar with the Cancer reading. I would suggest you watch that. Okay, themes of addictive behaviors, drinking and things like that. We did have the Emperor. So, okay, we've got Aries. Could be any sign, okay? Any sign. Let's see what the Seven of Cups means. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands. Leo, Sagittarius or Aries. We've got an Emperor and a Queen of Wands. Two very powerful individuals. Well, we're not reading reversals. But Queen of Wands, yes, she's made of magic. She's very attractive. She could be very flirtatious. I mean, I was talking about someone being totally out of bounds. It could have been the Emperor. It could be that the Queen of Wands is the one that's chasing, desiring. I don't know. Or the temptation is what the Queen of Wands holds. Maybe she's tempted, but usually she's the attraction. It would be the Emperor that would chase, right? So, and the Emperor is someone older. And the Devil card is someone older. It's Saturn, right? Saturn is mature. What is the crowning card there? Five of Wands. Five of Wands. And then Six of Wands. I don't know what I should do, but then yes, I'm going to do it. Six of Wands. I'm going to do it because I can. I get, you know what I also get here? I get here, what is it called in English? The third party that enters, the thief, right? That enters a family and, brings the family down. Enters a marriage. purposely. So marriage breaker. I don't know how else. I'd love to hear your comments. What would be the term that we would use? And someone doing that because of jealousy. I'm getting jealousy. And someone falling into the trap. What is the Five of Cups? You've got a Five of Wands, Five of Cups. What's on the Five of Cups? Six of Swords. I love that we've got the Six of Swords because it does speak to transition, sort of moving away from the heartbreak, from the emotional changes. Some of you may also be thinking of taking a trip or something like that. Let's look at the position of you with the Four of Pentacles, which is something you're keeping from everyone. Could be something that you're keeping near and dear to your heart, close to your chest, not telling people. Seven of Swords. There's something that you're holding information on, not telling anyone, and that could also be burdening your heart. It may be something that you're carrying that's very heavy for you. Something that you've promised you'll never speak about. I don't know. But Seven of Swords is tact. It's the thief, right? It could be intelligence, but it's sneakiness. Let's look at the Sun here. We've got the Hermit. So we've got Leo and Virgo. The Hermit could be an advisor, a doctor. Could be someone that's just advising, right? Someone that's quite wise and your person logically has been through a lot. Nine of Wands, carrying some heaviness. Two nines here. Nines do speak to an ending of a chapter, a cycle. What else? And the Nine of Cups. I love that. I love that. So what it's telling me here, whatever's going on here with this divine masculine, they're going to be able to, they will be able to manage. They will come through this. You will come through this. Whatever this is, for maybe one or two of you out there, you will not be able to overcome this. You will not be able to, it's like saying, it's the mirror is cracked. You can't mend it. It will never be the same. Some of you may be also feeling very unlucky the past 7 years, a cracked mirror, right? 7 years is logically it's a cycle of Saturn. So a karmic cycle possibly. Let's see what the outcome is. We've got the Ace of Cups. This could be a new love or a new chapter. And orange juice only, nothing to do with alcohol. The Two of Swords. The Two of Swords could still be dilemmas at the end of the month, but then I believe that this would more than likely be, I've made my choice, because the choice has been made. I want to transition, I want to explore, I want to expand. The Three of Pentacles is help, it's collaboration. It's maybe a difficult choice, but the choice that you're going to make is, I'm going to work with this, I'm going to collaborate. Okay, maybe we lost that feeling, maybe we can find it again. And look at what's beneath. Unfinished business, proposal, forgiveness, reconciliation, and fixing your issues. Okay? Beneath that is mind games, gaslighting, testing you, analyzing you, emotionally unavailable. That's another thing. Oh my goodness. We won't go further down because then it'll be too much information. And at the bottom of the deck, we've got a King of Wands. King of Wands, very similar with the Emperor for me, but it could be a fire sign. It could be a Scorpio, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, Scorpio, okay? And we've got the Queen of Wands, and we've got the Emperor. So let's see what the wheel shows us. The wheel. We've got the Ace of Swords. A lot of clarity. I'm going to take you back to the Ace of Swords here. And this is what the Emperor is sitting on. So I'll leave the rest of the story up to you. I don't know who you are. What I do know is that there's a lot of passion and desire here. And look at what the King of Wands is sitting on, the Scorpio card. The Emperor would probably be someone from the past. King of Wands could be the Emperor. Okay, and Scorpio, remember, does rule sex, does rule what is hidden, does rule things, wounds of the psyche, a lot of secrecy. I want you to think of your person now. Do think of your person, please. Because I see that it's not going to be an easy month here with these cards here, right? The Tower, then the broken mirror, then the clouds. These are big, huge revelations. Think of your person. Let's see what's going on in their head. How do they feel about you? I can still feel you. My mind and heart always comes back to you. Something is still missing for me and I'm trying to figure out what that is. And I'm more affected than you know. What's at the foundation? I need more time to figure things out, or I need more time to overcome my issues, I'm going to say, because this person must be dealing with either a doctor or an advisor or a psychologist. Something's going on here. Okay. Let's take some timing cards and we'll take an advice card and then we'll see. Let's take the signs now. We've got Sagittarius. We've got Pisces. We've got Capricorn. And I'm going to take one more. And we've got Aquarius. Let's see where timing is concerned. When will these clouds move away? When will these issues pass? When can someone here be more clear and not have the worries that I see here and the issues that are going on? So when will this dark night of the soul end? August 22nd. Maybe something started 2022 August. July 21. So from July 2021 to August 2022 may be a significant time. But July 21st, that's a significant date as well. So very significant, July, August. Even this year in 2026. Timing is much farther in the future, number 57. And these could also be ages. Okay. For some of you, these could also be a soulmate connection, which could be a child of yours that is going through this, and you're there to uphold them, to help them. You're going through it, and you can't even think about love, obviously, when you've got things like that, family issues such as that. 9 months from now for some of you. Number 28. And let's take a message from Spirit. What is the guidance here, dear Spirit? For Pisces, yin and yang. The negative and the positive. I'm going to take another card. So we've got a journey that is blocked. Don't worry about the yin and the yang. That's okay. We've got the signs, the synchronicities, some signpost, the bridge that someone's got to pass over. There's a journey. It's a number 2. So 2 does speak to balance, relationships, choices, but it was in the reverse. So it feels like someone is really stuck here. Or maybe the path will open, but Saturn is challenging and not letting you do that yet. Because Saturn speaks to responsibilities and it's in the challenge position. So you may desire to move or just get away for a while, but the reverse of this card could indicate a delay or even a cancellation. Something could be standing in your way, or perhaps lines of communication may get crossed. Don't let the potential changes upset you. Refocus your energy and be flexible enough to alter your schedule or destination as needed. Remember, you can always create new adventures even in your present location or situation. Okay, so it is talking about delays and sometimes even cancellations, stuck energies, I would say, about finding your balance. I'm going to give you the affirmation. I am attracting wonderful new adventures to me. My life is a blessing, taking me to new places, inside and out. And I hope that is the case for you. I hope that that can happen for you, dear Pisces. I want to take, before I go, I want to take on this mirror and these cards here, the love cards, the love oracle, because this is like something shocking, something very unexpected. It is the Tower. And then we've got number 13, which is the Death card. And then we've got the Clouds, 7 of Cups, which is confusion, illusion, Neptune. But we're here now. You've already possibly, timing is hard to pinpoint, possibly you've already had the shock of a Tower moment. Something ending, something breaking very suddenly. Right? And lots of worries, the dark clouds. But this is like the breaking of illusions, as I said. I mean, maybe this has happened when Saturn, which is truth, and Neptune, which is illusion, when they both entered, when they were together at the early degrees of Aries, which is about a new beginning. So a breaking of the illusion, right? What is this about, though? Because we're looking at love specifically, and we've got the whip here. What are that? They're sitting on the closed door. The path closed, blocked. What's going on? We've got news coming from a distance. Logically, it's good news. Maybe news took too long to come in. We've got the Ilnamik, or the snake. The snake could be Scorpio. It could be jealousy. It could be control. It could be something to do with sexuality. This is something that's something that's taboo for you, because Scorpio could be the taboo, things that people don't want to do, right? And a Scorpio, the shadow side of Scorpio can be quite dark. The Ilnamiko is the enemy, or it's something to do with an ending, metamorphosis. The animosity goes away, or the darkness goes away. And we've got Amore. Amore is the love child of Venus and Mars. And Venus was in a marriage. They couldn't resist each other, obviously, so they had a love child. So they were head over heels in love. They were poisoned from this love. They just could not keep away. And sometimes relationships such as these could be very life-changing. But this would speak to infidelity, and you've probably found out later on that it happened. You may have found out from the grapevine, from other people. It feels like the news came from elsewhere, right? And maybe even this, remember what I was saying earlier, someone was so jealous that they wanted to break up your marriage, your commitment, your partnership, whatever it was that, and they came in, they poisoned the situation, and then they let it be known. And that is really, really a big snake. That is an enemy. That is keep right away from people like that. But if the love is strong enough, it can be overcome. Okay? Right now you're stuck. You're going to need time. That's why we had the Four of Swords in the hopes and fears. Okay, I won't give you any more details. That is enough. Otherwise, we'll get our wires crossed. It'll get very confusing. So I think we've done everything, dear Pisces. I hope that this helped. Even if you got a couple of messages, whatever speaks to you. All right? Love and light. Thank you so much. And I'm wishing you well. Wishing you good luck.